Hi everyone, it's me, Issa, your girl for Saturday. So this week's topic is about how our parents reacted to us telling them that we were transgender. I kind of am not looking forward to this topic because it's just... So, when I was 11, I already knew that I was transgender because I had been watching this show with a transgender character on it, and I looked up the character, and they said the character was transgender, and I wanted to know what that word meant. And so, as I was reading the definition, I was like, this is me. And so, I had that definition that was trans for a bit of a while. Except because certain things were happening, I kind of pushed it away for a while. And then when those things blew over, I started to get really depressed because, I wanted so badly to be a girl, but I couldn't be a girl. And so I'm just over here like, oh, I want to be myself. I want to be myself. Why is this happening? And I was so desperate for just some like little snippet of womanhood. And so around that time, my sister began to call me a girl because I was so weak. And me needing womanhood so badly, I let her call me a girl. I didn't defend myself. In fact, I was so happy when she would call me a girl. I'd be like, yes, girl. But one day, we were at like a dinner with some friends, and we are washing the dishes. And my sister's like, you girl, because I'm struggling to pick up this big stack of dishes. And I don't say anything, and my mother's right there. So my mother turns and she's like, are you okay with that? Are you okay with her calling you a girl? And I had really been wanting to tell my parents, that I was trans for a little bit of a while. But I was like, okay, I don't know, like, when to tell them. I don't have a situation in which I can tell them. And so I was like, okay, I think it's time. And I didn't really say anything when she asked the question. So she's like, we'll talk about this later. And so when the dinner was over, my mom sat me down and she's like, so are you okay with her calling you a girl? And I was like, mm-hmm. And she's like, why is that? And I said, because I'm transgender. Now, looking back on it, I'm kind of mad at myself for saying transgender instead of saying something more kiddish, like saying, I'm gay and I want to wear dresses, or saying, I want to wear girl clothes, or I want to look like a girl, or something like that, rather than just dropping the bomb and saying transgender, and that means that this, because then it makes it obvious that I kind of have educated myself, and that's kind of one of the biggest things that made my parents all like, rah. So after I said that, my mom's like, okay, go get your dad to my sister. And my sister left, and she took my brother, and they went downstairs, and they watched some TV. They weren't really aware of what was happening, because, like, then my sister was, like, 7 or something, so. And they sat me down, and they're like, we need to get you to therapy to get you out of this. And I'm kind of shocked, because what I had really wanted when I had said that is for them to simply be like, okay, well, how can we help you? Or what do you want us to do? Or to just give me a hug and be like, okay, it's all right. But instead they said, let's get you out of this. And I could see my mom's face, and her face was just the worst thing ever. Made me feel so terrible. And so I was like, okay, when can you guys put me through therapy? I'll do the therapy. Because here I am, like 11 or 12 years old, and all I want is to please my parents, And so I'm like, okay, I'll do therapy. We can get this out of me. And what, like, inside my mind, I'm just like, no, honey, I wanna be a woman. I wanna be a girl. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This isn't okay. Let me be a girl. And so internally I'm like, okay, this is we'll be a girl, but we'll still go through therapy just to make them happy. And so during this period, there was a lot of, or during the period after I told them, there was a lot of disacceptance, you know. They felt that they had done something wrong. And so there was a lot of self-blame, and that made me feel guilty. And then there was also a lot of insults thrown because they thought that by saying something, some of those things, I would no longer be interested in being transgender, even though it wasn't something I was interested in. It was something that I needed to do. It was a natural little component that had been attached to me. And so a lot of mean things were said, like, you know, oh, you'll never be beautiful, or you'll never look like a woman, or no guy will ever want to date you, or you'll never be my daughter, things like that. And I'm sorry, guys. It was really hurtful, very hurtful. In fact, their disacceptance was kind of the reason that I was so uncomfortable with being trans. It was the reason that I felt like, oh my god, nobody is going to like a transgender person. I can't tell anyone about this. I can't talk to anyone about this. This is wrong. This is sick. This is terrible. And it kind of makes me proud when I think about how far I've come from that, because I didn't really have those like moments in which I had somebody telling me, oh, it's gonna be okay, everything's going to be okay. I didn't really have those moments where I was kind of like given that motherly or fatherly comfort. You know, I kind of was on my own and all that stuff. And although it hurts and makes me a little sad, I'm still very happy when I think about where I've come from. It's actually gotten a little better now in the present, you know, because at least with my dad, because at least he's starting to understand that, you know, this isn't something I'm gonna wake up one day and be like, hot psych, you know. It's something that is going to be lifelong, something that I'm going to be dealing with my entire life, and something that can't really be changed. And so it's getting better. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope it was interesting, insightful. You got to learn a little more about me. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week.